Hey guys, welcome to my video series on solving LeetCode problems. This video's problem is valid perfect square. I'm solving them from scratch, by the way, so I'm not prepared. So, given a positive integer num, return true if num is a perfect square or false otherwise. What is a perfect square? Perfect square is an integer that is the square of an integer. In other words, it is the product of some integer with itself. You must not use any built-in library functions such as square root. So 16 is a perfect square because the square root of 16 is this, is 4. 4 times 4 is 16, or 4 to the power of 2. And we cannot use the square roots. So let me see if they're actually detecting if we're actually using square root or not. So temp equals num to the power of 0.5. This is actually square root, and we return temp equals round of temp. So temp, if it's not a perfect square, the number will have a decimal part. Round removes the decimal part, and if it doesn't have a decimal part, it will be the same. So let's just run this. Accept it. Submit. Well, it works. Got accepted, but I feel like I'm cheating because this is square root. So let me think of another way to do this. Well, what we could do is we can go for I in range. Oh, well, actually, y equals 1 or 2 or 1 while true, and then we increment I, and while true we check val is I times I, or I to the power of 2. If val equals num, return true. Else if val is superior than num, we return false. We can do that. But it did worse than it did before. So maybe we can do some optimization, like I don't know. See, beginner-friendly point 2 approach. Is perfect square if it's 1 is true, half. We check the point at the half. So let's say our number is 10. We check half is 5. Endpoint. While it's bigger, if it's equal, then return true. And then we just reduce it to half. And then we go from while the power of half is bigger than the number until it's smaller, and then we go from the smaller to the endpoint. Okay. Second approach. Mid number. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this actually makes sense because we know that the mid number will never be, if we divide the number by 2 and do it to the power of 2, it will never be number, it will always be bigger. So yes, let's do that. I equals num integer division by 2. So while I times I is bigger than number, let me close this. So let's say 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. I will be 5. While I times I, 5 times 5 is bigger than number, because 5 times 5 is 25. We just decrease it. I equals I divided by 2. And no, should we divide it by 2? I'm not sure if they were dividing or they were, let me check. They were dividing or just subtracting 1. Yeah, they were dividing by 2. Okay. So, and now, while I is different, while I is smaller or equal than num, wait, while I times I, no, while I is smaller than num, we can do that. If I times I is equal to num, we return true. Actually, we can do I times I smaller than num, we do that, return true. And then I plus equals 1, and if it goes over, we return false. Why is this false? I'm just going to create a new file here. Should be more organized now, but I'm in the middle of this. So solution dot is perfect square 16. Let's see what happens. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. Well, okay, and now it's 4. Oh. Return true. Submit. Okay, this did better. So let's stick with this solution. Thank you for watching, and thanks to the person that posted the solution. I'm gonna give it a upvote. There you upvote. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed it.